Afternoon baseball now on the show as you get a look at Yankee Stadium. Luis Severino, a right-handed native of the Dominican Republic, will be the starter. EK, what's the word on him?
Well, guys, he was very effective last year. As a starting pitcher, he had an ERA under 3. When you do that, you're keeping your ball club in the game, giving him a chance to win every time out.
Batting second.
Stepping in, Carlos Gomez. He'll get to take his first cuts here. High in the air and deep to left center field. Ellsbury going back, still ranging back. And goodbye. This one ain't coming back. A 2-run home run there by Carlos Gomez. And the Astros have taken a 2-0 lead. Hit in the air to center field. Ellsbury is under it. Makes the play, 1 away.
Batting fourth.
Evan Gattis will get his first shot here. 2 hits in 5 trips a night ago. Here comes the first pitch. Into the seats, 0-1. Ready with the 0-1 pitch. This is line to left. A screaming base hit here, his first of the night. Colby Rasmus takes his first shot here with the runner at first now and 1 away. He's set. Here it comes. This one's blooped out toward right center field. Castro onto the grass. 2 gone. But they'll just get the 1 out here as the runner will get back safely at first. And with that, let's give you a look at the Yankees defense. It's brought to us by Majestic. Any thoughts, Eric?
Yeah, Matty. Mark Teixeira has won multiple gold gloves, and for good reason. He makes playing first base look effortless. Picks short hops as well as anyone in the league, and he's a big target for the rest of his infield.
Pitch swung on and missed the throw. And he'll be tagged out at second base. Trying to get into scoring position, but instead the inning is over. Colin McHugh gets the ball in Game 3 of the series. EK, what do you got?
Well, guys, remember last year he had an ERA under 4. Very solid, very dependable.
Jacoby Ellsbury is in to start things out as he swings and misses at that one at strike 1. Big swing, and this one's launched to right field and deep. And that's going to wind up hooking just a bit foul, so a missed opportunity there. This is flared right back over the mound. 1 away. With that, it's time to check out the starting lineup for the hometown Yankees. Who are you focused on, EK?
Well, Mark Teixeira is a fun guy to watch right now. He's a home run threat every time he steps into the box. If they want to shut him down, they're going to have to be careful and keep the ball low in the zone. And don't give him anything he can drive.
That's lifted the other way out to left. Rasmus has a read on it, makes the play, and there are 2 gone now. With a moment now, let's call on a look at how the Astros line it up defensively. It's brought to us by Majestic. Eric, what do we need to know?
Well, guys, this manager loves to do the defensive shifts. So we're going to see a lot of odd formations as the game goes along. I can't wait to see how it works.
A little behind on that swing, and now he'll try to shorten up maybe and protect the plate. Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. George Springer will get his first shot here. A couple of hits in 4 trips last night.
Number 4, George.
Into the windup and the pitch. Line towards center field. And that'll get down for a base hit. So he goes after the first pitch, and it's early trouble here this half of the inning. Luis Valbuena will stand in now. He homered in the ballgame last night. First offering on its way. He pulls this one into right. In is Beltran, but this is down for a base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are two aboard now. Now to the plate, John Singleton, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. First pitch of the at-bat. High and deep to straightaway right. Beltran looks up, and this one is gone. A home run. So it's a 3-run shot to straightaway right field as the Astros will open up a 5-0 lead. Chop foul at the plate, strike one. 3 runs already home here. Grounded up the first baseline, but this will wind up a foul ball, strike 2. Got him. So the bases are empty with 1 man gone. And striding in the speedy second baseman, Jose Altuve. And a feeble swing that time. It's 0-1. You know, this Yankee ball club entering play this afternoon here, EK. They come in a real funk to start the year. Still searching for what's been an elusive first win.
Yeah, and the pitching really let them down last time. Too often their guys were falling behind and having to throw fastballs on 2-0 or 3-1. That'll catch up with you after a while.
And a fastball in the dirt that's taken for a ball. Off the plate that time and a little high. It's even at 2-2. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Now a swing and a little flare out to left. And that's in for his second hit of the afternoon. The throw into second. The tag, and he's out at second base. He probably should have stayed right where he was. So bases are empty here with 2 gone. And standing in the speedy Carlos Gomez. Chop foul right at home plate. It's strike 1. Hot shot to third. Throw on to Teixeira is going to be in time, and with it, the inning is over. But 3 runs crossed for the Astros on this 3-run home run. Mark Teixeira will get his first shot at it here. 1 for 4 with a double in the ballgame last night. Chop foul right at home plate. McHugh's ready. Here's the 0-1. Now a fastball here, not close, and it's 1-1 now. And able to lay off the fastball away here. 2-1 now.
And this is where a guy who's been around a long time knows, hey, we're not going to make up the difference with just 1 swing. It's going to take base runners. So that's a good job of being really patient at the plate.
Oh, and this is swung on and missed by Teixeira as he's a strikeout victim here, 1 away. Carlos Beltran comes on with 1 gone here as he looks at a called strike 1. On the ground to the left side. Valbuena fields it cleanly. In time to first, and there are 2 away.
Batting 6.
Brian McCann will dig in now. The American League's silver slugger behind the plate a year ago. Behind on that one, now behind in the count, 0-1. And he falls behind 0-2. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. A little bouncer. That goes foul, so he stays alive with 2 strikes. Ripped down the first base line. But a foul ball, and the count holds at 0-2. Protecting on 0-2, so we'll do it again. 2 out, nobody on. The next 0-2 misses, and that'll move it to 1-2 now.
Well, not a bad idea up there against a guy who's been fouling everything off in sight. You never know. Maybe he goes after that one, too.
Pitch swung on and hit in the air. Gomez has a read on it, and that's the 3rd out. 1, 2, 3 go the Bombers. Need to get it going soon. It's 5-0. A look there at the most famous urban park in the United States, Central Park, set to go again here from Yankee Stadium. Carlos Correa is into the box as we are all set to begin the third.
Well, guys, they jumped out to that big lead early on in this game, but you really can't get comfortable. You have to keep putting pressure on.
First pitch hack in here, and that's the first strike. Ground ball right side. Teixeira's up with it, and he'll take this to the bag. 3 unassisted for the first out.
Now batting.
Into the box now, Evan Gattis. He reached on a single in his first try. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Taken high and deep to right. Back goes Beltran at the track. He gets there and makes the play for the second out of the inning.
Up next for the Astros.
Colby Rasmus is at the plate now. Flied out in his first at-bat. That's smoked, but right into the shift. And the inning will continue as that's through for a 2-out hit.
Up next for the Astros.
And some action out in the Yankee bullpen now as a right-hander starts to loosen up. And he gets him to pop it up on the right side of the infield. Teixeira is there, and they breeze through this half inning as the side is retired. Greg Bird will come forward to begin the inning. 7, 8, and 9 to start the home third.
And they're still searching for a base runner. It's been 6 up, 6 down to start the game.
Big swing and a miss at the fastball, and he's behind in the count 0-2. You like what you've seen from this guy so far?
I do. I like where he's putting the fastball, and I like the movement he's been getting on both his curveball and changeup. I think he'll do well.
Second baseman.
Ground ball sent back up the middle. On to first, and very quickly 2 are gone here in the home third. Didi Gregorius will stand in now with 2 away, trying to avoid another 1-2-3 inning.
Yeah, this has been total domination these past.
Well, the play's been made, and that retires the side. So the Yanks go 1-2-3. They can't chip into that 5-0 deficit. Luis Valbuena is ready here as we begin the top of the fourth. First pitch coming. Here it is. Stung into the gap in right center for what should be extra bases. He'll take the turn and head for second. Not in time, and he's in there with a double. John Singleton will stand in now with the runner at second following the leadoff double.
Yep, more hot water here to start the inning, and it's right back into that stretch again. And this is starting to become a theme for him.
Now a swing, and he pops him up right up the chute. This may be tough behind the plate, and he's set down 1 away. The tag, and he is out at second base. It's a double play. Jason Castro is into the box. He was a strikeout victim in his first try. First pitch on its way. A little tardy there. No balls and a strike.
And it looks like he's rebounded pretty well from that rough inning a couple innings back. He put up a 0 last time, and he's close to doing it again.
And that's a base hit. 1 for 2 in his first couple of plate appearances. Now this is cut and thrown to first. And he is back safely at first, and that was almost trouble. Jose Altuve will stand in now. He took home the Silver Slugger Award in the American League a year ago. First delivery to him on the way. Here's a slider to start things out, looked at for ball 1. The early hit total, about what you'd expect in a score line such as this. Look out, 2-0 now.
Boy, a 2-out single, now nearly a hit by pitch. You've got to be careful right here not to let this inning get away from you.
Over the outside half, and it's 2-1. Here it is. High in the air out to center field. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. Jacoby Ellsbury will stand in to begin their half of the fourth, with his guys still looking for their first hit of the ballgame.
And still looking for their first base runner, too. 9 up, 9 down.
And he will make the catch while ranging backward as he just put the glove up and hauled it in for the first out.
Get out of here.
This is pulled into right, and the Yankees have their first hit of the ballgame. So a runner at first with 1 out now, and set to stand in the still very imposing figure of the 3-time MVP, Alex Rodriguez. Snap throw from the catcher. Oh, wild pitch, but the catcher is able to knock it down. And that's going to move that runner into scoring position now.
25, Mark Teixeira.
Shot toward right center. Gomez is going to have room out there as he puts this away. Carlos Gomez strides into the box now. Launched one over the wall back in the opening frame. Skied into straightaway right. Moving over is Beltran, and he's got it for the first out.
The batter, number 1, shortstop,
Carlos Correa will try it again. 0 for 2 with a fly out and a ground ball thus far. Double-barreled action in the Yankee bullpen now. A lefty and a right-hander start to get loose. Heading out towards shallow right. And this is handled easily, so quickly 2 are gone here to start the 5th. Evan Gattis will dig in now. A single and a fly out for him in 2 trips thus far.
And you know, I think he's had a good approach in each of his first 2 at-bats. He seems to be seeing the ball well and putting some decent swings on it.
Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Here's a late swing and a miss, strike 2.
Boy, that's just pretty standard operating procedure right here. You get him leaning out over the plate on that slider running away, and then you bust him inside hard on that fastball on the inside corner.
And they'll try and tempt him with one in the dirt, but he'll hold back here. It's 1-2. Still 1-2 as he fouls it away. Here's the 1-2 delivery. High and deep to left center field. Gardner going back to the track, but he has no chance to make the play. It's off the wall. Around second. He'll try for third. The relay throw. The tag from A-Rod will be too late, and he's in there with a triple.
Now batting, left fielder.
Here comes Yankee manager Joe Girardi on his way to the mound. And he's going to motion for the bullpen, as that'll be all for his starter this afternoon. Ivan Nova is going to take over here in inning number 5, as it's going to be up to their bullpen to try and keep him in the game here. Colby Rasmus is at the plate as he watches ball 1.
Well, that's a good thing that pitch was above the strike zone, because a few inches lower and that ball's right in his wheelhouse.
Here's a high pop-up. Teixeira is there for it. Makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. No damage done after the 2-out triple. Back with more of this Thursday. Carlos Beltran will start things off here for the Pinstripers. He'll be followed by Brian McCann waiting in the on-deck circle.
Boy, they've got some work to do here, but there's still a lot of time left in this game.
And a leaping effort at the wall, but it's in vain. A home run. A solo shot here for Carlos Beltran. Career home run number 393. As they get on the scoreboard here, it's 5-1. There's a swing and a high pop-up. Valbuena is under it, no problem, 1 away.
Now batting,
Greg Bird digs in with 1 run in and 1 gone in the inning. Called a strike on the outer half, 0-1. 1 run, 2 hits. And no errors for the Yankees so far. Just a bit late, and he's fallen behind 0-2. And another foul ball. McHugh sets his sights. Here's the 0-2. Oh, high. Deep. That is a moonshot, folks. A long home run. A solo shot here to straightaway right field. And it's now a 5-2 game. A diving try, but he can't haul it in. It's through for a base hit. Throw is up the line as it gets away. Didi Gregorius stands in. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out. That's yanked into the stands, strike one. A swinging bunt to the mound. On to first, and there were 2 down. Jacoby Ellsbury will step in now. He's bounced out and flown out in his first 2 plate appearances. Watches a fastball right there for strike one. Right side. Oh, and he whiffs on it as it's by him at first. And the run is in to score from third. It's now a 5-3 ball game.
The left fielder, number 11, Brett Gardner.
Smoke toward third. There is Valbuena. Over to Altuve for the force, and that'll be that. George Springer will lead things off here for Houston as they look to get things started in this 6th inning. Yeah, we see a lefty and a right-hander start to loosen up in the bullpen. Chop fouled over towards the coaching box. Fastball, and he's quickly in the hole, 0-2.
But this is the thing that's so impressive about this guy. He'll show you that good breaking ball, but then he'll run that fastball up the ladder at 92, 93.
Swing and a miss as he couldn't connect on the 2-seamer, and that's out number 1. Settling in now, Luis Valbuena. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here.
Boy, he had a great at-bat last time up, and he'll look for another pitch he can drive right here.
And Teixeira steps on first himself to record the out.
Now batting,
John Singleton will stand in as we'll flash you back to the 2nd inning as you get a look at this key 3-run home run. Here's a swing, and oh man! Way out of here. A solo shot here to straightaway right field. His 2nd of the game, and it's now 6-3. Sends that one out of play for strike one. Here's a swing and a high pop-up. Drifting toward the third base dugout. Rodriguez is over near the railing as he makes the catch to retire the side. Alex Rodriguez will start things out for the Yankees here in their half of the 6th.
And in a pretty close game so far, they'd love to see this guy get on base so they can get a rally started to get back in this thing.
Throw on to first, and one third baseman grounds out to the other, 1 away.
now batting, first baseman.
Swinging a ball yanked down the right field line. And this is a fair ball as it'll head for the 314 sign. Throw into second, and he'll cruise into the bag at second with a 1-out double.
Now batting.
Runner at second, 1 away. And here's the ever-dangerous Carlos Beltran. And that's lifted the other way out to left. Rasmus is there. He's got it, and there are 2 down now. But he gets back in time, safe at second base. Brian McCann will dig in. 0 for 2. He's flied out and popped out so far.
Just getting under it right now. See if he can make an adjustment and keep that top hand strong this time.
That gets down, and the inning will continue. Rounding third, Teixeira. And the runner from second is in to score. Now a 6-4 ball game. Greg Bird steps in to try and keep things going now with a runner at first following the RBI single. Oh, and this just jumps off the bat here as this is to deep straightaway right field, and you can pretty much forget about this one. That is a long home run. Here's Starlin Castro as he swings and hits a line drive out to left. That's in for a base hit, and he's 2 for 3. Didi Gregorius will stride forward now. He's bounced out a couple of times already here in the ball game. And he gets ahead here with the fastball. Strike 1. Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. They'll try to score that runner from first. He's around third. But this is well up the line, and he's safe at home plate. So a runner at third, 2 men are out, and that'll bring in the center fielder, Jacoby Ellsbury. Ball hit high and foul down the left field line. It's strike one. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2. Hard liner toward short. Oh, a reaching try as he knocks it down. And they'll extend their lead even further as the run's in to score from third. It's now an 8-6 game. Brett Gardner gets another crack right here. He's got a hit in 3 tries to this point. And that falls in for a solid base hit, his second of the night. Alex Rodriguez strides in now, and we'll see if he can come through with 2 on and 2 out here in the 6th. And here's a fastball called for strike one. 8 runs, 11 hits, and no errors for the Yankees so far. And wow, tough to lay off the fastball there, but it's 1-2. The ball flying around the yard in this one, as you see so far there. Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. McHugh pauses, 1-2 on its way. Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. Swing and a miss. Blew the fastball right by him, and the inning is over. Vinny Pistano will come on in relief as he'll make his second appearance of the season so far. Jose Altuve will step forward now to lead things off, and after that last half inning, his guys are going to have some work to do.
Yeah, and those 5-run innings are tough to bounce back from, but there's still time. They don't need to panic. They just need to focus on getting a few guys on base here.
Carlos Gomez will stand in here, but before he does, let's take you back to the very first inning. This was a 2-run home run right out of the gate that really got these guys off to a fast start. And that's into the outfield for a 1-out base hit. Carlos Correa will stand in now in what could be a real make-or-break situation.
And you think at this point you have to get something out of this inning. The further you get into that bullpen, the tougher it's going to be to claw back from this deficit.
And that'll get down out there near the wall. And they're going to hold him to a single here as they do a nice job of getting it back in quickly. And they will tag him out between first and second.
Boy, I'm not sure what he's doing out there. I mean, you've already got the base hit. Take a turn and hold on. Turn around, give your first base coach a high five. Instead, I guess he's thinking about 2, but whatever he's doing, it didn't work out, and it wasn't all that smart.
Now a look and a throw back to second. And he is tagged out here. Boy, a bad mistake that time as he's picked off to end the inning.
No way did that just happen.
Digging in, Mark Teixeira, as the switch hitter will take his cuts left-handed here. Low with a fastball here in the dirt even. Hits ball 1. Good swing, just got to try and straighten that one out. And he comes back with a fastball, 1-2 now.
Nothing fancy. 3 fastballs so far in this at-bat. He could go just about anywhere from here.
To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Smoke the other way, high and deep to left. Back goes Rasmus. A leap at the wall by Rasmus, but it's over his glove. A home run. So a solo shot off the bat of Mark Teixeira, number 395 for his career, as they jump ahead by 3. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit. Brian McCann steps in after hitting an RBI single his last time around. Again down to second. Snap throw from the catcher. Nobody out, runner on first. And that is swung on and missed as McCann is retired for the first out.
Now batting.
Greg Bird steps in with 1 in, 1 out, and 1 on here in the inning. The fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0. Not quite reaching 90 with the fastball, but it's 1-1 now. Lifted the other way to left center. Rasmus waits on it, and he brings it in for the second out of the inning. Now in the box, Starlin Castro. He singled his last time up. Out in front of it, strike 1. A runner on first with 2 away. In the air to straightaway right. Springer has it in his tracks, and that ends the inning. Yankees get a run. Dylan Betances is out from the bullpen now as he'll be making his first appearance of this young season. Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. Evan Gattis stands in as he swings and misses for strike 1.
Very difficult to get on top of a pitch when it's coming in that high.
Darn near impossible when it's coming at you in the high 90s. You just can't get your hands up there fast enough to stay on top.
And a base hit, so the leadoff man is on to begin the inning.
They've let these guys keep hanging around and hanging around, not able to put them away. And I tell you, this game, it's far from over. They're not going to go quietly.
Betances sets. First pitch on its way. Lifted the other way out to left center. And this is taken in there by Ellsbury for the first out. George Springer gets another crack right here. He's got a hit in 3 tries to this point. Fly ball out to right field. Beltran has a read on it, and he makes the catch for the second out. Luis Valbuena ready for another at-bat now. He's 2 for 3 so far.
Yeah, you can bet he'd love to get himself that third hit. Those are the kind of games that puts a little extra pep in your step.
Here's the first pitch to him. Hit hard towards center. In there, a base hit. John Singleton will come up now in yet another big RBI opportunity.
And he's got 4 already, and he's got a chance to make this a game to remember.
Line drive to center field, and he dives to make a spectacular catch. What a play there to end the inning. One more look at the full extension catch that strands 2 men on the base paths. Back. Didi Gregorius stands in, looking to build off that RBI double from his last plate appearance. And a fastball's in there for strike 1. And it's quickly 0-2. Can't quite get around in time to keep it fair, and it remains 0-2. And a changeup swung on and missed for the first out. Into the box, Jacoby Ellsbury. He's 1 for 4 for the game. And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1.
Well, I think most fans would remember Jacoby Ellsbury's amazing 2011 season. That year he won a Gold Glove, a Silver Slugger, and was runner-up for the AL MVP award just behind Justin Verlander. That was a pretty big year.
Brett Gardner digs in, coming off a single in his last at-bat. Again down to second. He's set. Here's the 0-1. Hit high and deep to straightaway right field. Back goes Springer. He tracks it down and makes the play to record the second out. Alex Rodriguez, the third baseman, ready to take another shot. Went down on strikes his last time up. Fastball in there for a called strike. And he'll challenge A-Rod with the fastball and gets it by him. 0-2. Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. Aroldis Chapman is on now to try to close things down here in the ninth.
Number 54.
Leading off the inning, Jason Castro, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up. And we kick off the ninth inning with a swinging strike here, 0-1.
100 miles an hour is hard. A high 100, impossible to get on top of.
Not the greatest at-bat thus far as he misses that pitch in the dirt and falls behind 0-2 now.
Well, he doesn't look very settled up there right now, and I guess that's an easy thing to do when you're facing a guy who throws as hard as this guy does.
Throw on to first for the out, and that is how the ninth. Jose Altuve will stand in, needing to do something here to get on base as they're down to their final 2 outs.
Yeah, and you just can't worry about the score right here. You just got to be able to string together a couple of base runners and take it one pitch at a time, one runner at a time.
Chapman has the target coming at him with the 0-1. In front of the changeup, and he can't keep it fair. 2 strikes on him now. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. A little late on the fastball, but he's able to spoil that one off, and he'll get another chance. Here's the 0-2. Fly ball out toward right field. Beltran is under it. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away.
Fielder.
Carlos Gomez makes his way to the plate, needing to make something happen. They're down to their final out in the ninth inning.
Yeah, it's not looking too good for him anymore, but you know what? There's no clock in this sport, and that's for good reason. You've got to fight for all 27 outs.
Swing and a shot back up the middle, and that's in there, so perhaps some life here with 2 men out. Carlos Correa stands in. He was hosed at second, trying to stretch a base hit into a double in his last at-bat. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Now here's a slider that can't quite get back to the outside corner. It's ball 1. And you figure now this would be a spot where that man might try to take second base.
And it wouldn't be a bad idea to hold the ball a little longer out there on the mound. Really vary your times to the plate. You can't be predictable out there, or he'll take advantage.
Now a snap move over to first, but the runner's back easily.
Just checking.
Ready to deal. Here's the 1-1. Can't keep the weight back, and he falls behind 1-2. Throw over to first. A dive, but he's back. Now a crowd of 31,000 plus come to their feet. Out in front of that one, may have been looking fastball. Good job just to make contact. Has them down to their final strike. Here it comes. Swing and a miss. He struck him out, and that'll do it here as the ball game is over.
Oh, that is just straight gas on the final pitch. 100 miles an hour as he comes in to finish this one off.
So a good offensive showing for these guys, but if we had to pick one player that stood out, that's our man right there. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, you see a couple of hits for him in the ball game. This one was tight throughout, but in the end, he really helped lead his guys to this victory.
14 hits.
So that